To begin answering this question, we will need to find Johan's average speed, making sure the units are in kilometers per hour. To do this, we'll use the average speed formula that we can jot down just so that we have it when we need it. So the average speed will equal the distance traveled divided by the time it takes us to travel that distance. So before we actually can use this formula, let's go ahead and find the distance traveled. And the distance traveled we're going to need in kilometers. Now, kilometers we can represent as the subscript km, just so it's easier for us to write when we're going through and converting. Now, for each revolution, the bicycle travels a distance equal to the circumference of the wheel. Given that the radius of each wheel is 30 centimeters, the circumference will equal 2 pi r, where r is the radius. So we have 2 pi times 30, which would give us 60 pi centimeters. So the distance traveled will be 60 pi times 30,000, which is how many revolutions they traveled over the course of the trip. So that will equal 1,800,000 times pi centimeters. Now we need to go ahead and convert this to kilometers. There's a couple methods that we can use, and we'll go ahead and use a unit ratio here. Using the metric system, we also can just move the decimal point if we know how many factors of 10 we move by. So we're going to go ahead and take this number, and we're going to multiply it by a unit ratio to cancel the units. So we want to cancel centimeters, so that will be in the denominator, and we need to convert to kilometers. So we're looking for the relationship between the two. So 1 kilometer is actually equal to 100,000 centimeters. Now this, we don't have a calculator, but we don't really need one because we're just canceling factors of 10 here. So when we're canceling factors of 10, we're actually left with 18 pi, and the units on the centimeters cancel, and we're left with units of kilometers, which is good. So we have the distance traveled in kilometers. Next, we need to find the total time traveled because the average speed needs both the total distance as well as the time. So let's go ahead and find the total time traveled down here. So total time traveled. We are already given that the total time traveled is 2 hours. So we actually don't need to do much with this. We just need to gather the information. And if we scroll up, we can find that information here that the round trip takes a total of 2 hours. So we already have that given information. And now that we have both the distance traveled and the time traveled, we can use this average speed formula. So let's scroll down a tad bit so we have some more room, and let's calculate the average speed. So our average speed will equal distance traveled, so 18 pi kilometers, divided by how many hours it takes, so 2 hours. Simplifying this, we can cancel the 2, and we'll end up with 9 pi kilometers per 1 hour. Now the question asks us which of the following is closest to Johan's average speed in kilometers per hour. In kilometers per hour, that would be 9 pi kilometers per 1 hour. So that would mean our answer choice is choice C.